In a remote tower deep in the heart of a dark forest lived a lonely wizard named Eldrin. He was powerful, yes, but also lonely. His life consisted of books, potions, and the occasional visit of a curious squirrel that wandered into his windows. But one day everything changed. It was a cold autumn evening when Eldrin heard a strange noise outside his tower. A faint hiss, followed by a tiny sneeze. Curious, he opened the heavy wooden door and peered out. There, in the moonlight, sat a little dragon. It was no bigger than a house cat, with scaly, emerald green wings and eyes that glowed like smoldering coals. "What are you doing here, little one?" Eldrin murmured, kneeling down. The dragon let out a small puff of smoke and looked at him with an expression that was both curious and a little scared. Eldrin cautiously reached out a hand. The dragon hesitated, sniffed his fingers, and then let out a soft, contented purr. Before Eldrin knew it, the little dragon had climbed onto his shoulder and curled up there. "All right," Eldrin said with a smile. "You can stay, but only if you don't burn my books." The dragon, who Eldrin named Spark, quickly became his constant companion. He slept on a pillow next to Eldrin's desk, helped him sort ingredients for potions by burning the wrong herbs with a tiny flame, and made sure the tower was never too cold. One day, as Eldrin was flipping through an old spellbook, he came across a passage about dragons. "A dragon who chooses a wizard brings luck and protection," he read aloud. Spark lifted his head and let out a small puff of smoke, as if to say, "You already knew that, didn't you?" Over time, Eldrin grew less lonely. Spark brought not only warmth to the tower, but also joy. The two took long walks in the forest, collected rare herbs, and drank tea together in the evenings. Spark preferred peppermint tea, which gave his smoke rings a fresh scent. One night, as a fierce storm shook the tower, Spark climbed onto Eldrin's lap and looked at him with his glowing eyes. "You found me when I was lonely," Eldrin said softly, "and now I'm not anymore." Spark purred and rested his head on Eldrin's hand. The wizard smiled. He knew he would never be alone again, as long as he had his little dragon by his side.